The kids have put in a long few months in school. Now it's time for a little breather to make sure your family has a good spring break. There are a few guidelines you might want to follow. Gail Bell from Parenting Power is here with some advice in one of her regular visits. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so spring break is approaching. I had a family that never went away. So I guess my parents were always contending with, you know, what to do with me. And there weren't, back in my day, not necessarily camps, but so I guess we can address this in two parts: the going away,
right,
and the staying home. Where do you want to start?
And both are great if you take the time to talk to your kids about the expectation before. Because what we hear from clients often is, by Tuesday, they're bugging us, they expect us to take us everywhere, you know, we still have to go to work or things to do in the home, and they say they're bored, and how can they be bored with all this? So we really want to talk about that. So for both wee little ones, like kindergarten all the way to grade 12, you want to talk about sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
So do you push it or do you not push it?
Well, with little ones, no.
Yeah.
Because it's really, and then with older ones, you have that conversation with them. So this is looking reasonable to me. What are you thinking? But with older ones, what really tends to get parents going is them sleeping until 11 or noon.
Right.
So what's okay in your home versus you're wasting your life, get out of bed, you know, you just have that conversation. Does this work for you? So I'm thinking 10's reasonable, you know, in the morning.
Right.
Because that still is quite a sleep in.
Oh,
but
can you imagine?
If you don't talk about it, they may think noon's great. But if you sit down, calm, and chat with them, they're great. Oh, okay. You know, and then you, other things like technology. We have to talk about technology. So again, you know, when they're in their 6th hour in front of the TV or the computer screen, parents tend to, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing what I want to do. So again, just set some realistic expectations, not no technology, but how much. And I think parents have to be realistic. When they're off, they're going to have more TV time or more technology time.
But this is about not setting yourself up for a fight, because if you don't address any of this in advance, that's ultimately what it's going to happen.
It's perspectives. They're thinking this, you're thinking that. They're like, it's my week off. Okay, so just have that calm family conversation. When you go away, we still have to talk about these things, but start right from like the airplane. You know, how many parents do you hear, stop kicking the chair, sit down, you know? That's not how you want to start your holiday.
No.
So tell them what they can do. So, you know, or when we're here, you really need to focus on this. So you have to be patient in line. You know, you're going to have to take your shoes off in security. And then, you know, there's so many things we could talk about. So make a little list. What goes well, what doesn't go well. So, you know, eating out every night, you know, are you saying, no, you can't have pop tonight? Or is it, okay, you can have pop 3 times on our holiday. So just take the time. A pool is another one. Stop running, get out of the pool. You know, you hear parents set the pool expectations before.
Okay, so so you should be thinking about this.
It's really important, and I just want to reinforce that children are great if you take the time to talk to them and let them know the expectations before.
I also think this is one of these things where you could encounter the sort of, well, I don't have this, but my friends have this. Why do we never go anyplace fun? Why do I never get to do this?
I think actually that's a big issue. I don't know if it's specific to Calgary, but I do hear a lot of that. You know, we're the only family that's not going to Mexico, or, you know, and I think, again, you just have to sit down and be really honest with your children. You're right, we're not going to Mexico. We're saving our money to go to Kelowna in the summer. You know, and that's how it goes. But here's what we can do while we're in Calgary, and there's lots of things to do in Calgary.
And lots of things to do, you know, for very little money or for nothing.
For sure. Yeah. Or nothing, for sure.
Okay, Gail Bell from Parenting Power, parentingpower.ca is the way to find her and one of her regular visits. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks.
More information, lakesbreakfasttelevision.ca.